I am holding an absolute treasure in my hand. This recipe, in my mom's handwriting, is her secret family marinade. And we have eaten this my entire childhood. Then I got married. This is now my husband's favorite meal. And his birthday's coming up, so I thought I'd show you how I make it. This is one of the best marinades I've ever had, and it's very different than the norm, and I think you're gonna love it. It is great for a family celebration, for a potluck. I have altered this recipe slightly over the years, but to me, you get the same amazing taste. So first off, you need a good vegetable oil. I suggest extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed, or an avocado oil. And then you need soy sauce, or I use liquid aminos usually. You need some mustard, some sugar. The original recipe called for corn syrup, which I just don't stock in my pantry anymore. You probably could also use honey. You need red wine vinegar, chopped garlic. I love this one from Costco. It's just so easy. And rosemary. Fresh rosemary is crucial in this recipe. Honestly, it's worth it to run to the hardware store, buy a little plant, and keep it in your garden. I went and picked this right before filming. And then you need your meat. My mom has always used flank steak, and she has the butcher run it through the tenderizer. Now, when I went to the store today, we're having this dinner tomorrow, so I had to get the meat today to marinate overnight. They did not have flank steak. So I ended up, this was also on sale at an amazing price. I got beef London broil. And I was able to pick up 3 packs, and they still ran it through the tenderizer for me once in each direction. This makes the meat just so amazingly tender and juicy. And you can still cut across the grain into strips, which I will show you after I grill it. We're gonna start with 4 cloves of garlic. You can press those yourself, or if you have it already minced. They say about half a teaspoon equals a clove, but I use a whole teaspoon. I'm gonna do 4 teaspoons. Next is a cup of red wine vinegar. Half cup of soy sauce or liquid aminos. Quarter cup of oil. Quarter cup of sugar or honey. 2 teaspoons of crushed rosemary. You usually just can pull these right off. You don't want this woody stem, you just want the little leaves. Well, that first one, they came right off, but not this one. Okay, let's see how much this will give me. Calls for 2 teaspoons. I probably did about 2.5 to 3. And then mustard, about a teaspoon. I would just say a little squirt there. And then you're gonna whisk this together. This marinator from Tupperware, I got probably 20 years ago. And it's fantastic because it's got these little, I don't even know what you'd call them. It's got all these little bumps in here so that nothing sits flat, and it allows the marinade to go underneath. And when you seal it, every few hours you can flip it. So that really gets the marinade going everywhere. So again, this is the London broil. You can see the pattern that you get when it goes through the tenderizer. I'm gonna lay these in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of the marinade on halfway here. And then the next one. The guy had to cut these in half to get them to fit through the tenderizer. And we're gonna pour the whole thing over. I can see that some of my sugar is settled down at the bottom. So I'm gonna whisk that out. I actually have another steak, and I was thinking I was going to have to make more marinade, but that was quite a bit. If you can see it swirling around the steaks, you're good. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one as well. Feeding a big family tomorrow. And because I didn't have any marinade to pour over the top, because I already used it all, I'm going to go ahead and flip it right away. So that way I'm going to have some marinade get to the bottom. And probably tonight before bed, I'll flip it over again, and then once more in the morning, and then we'll be grilling in the afternoon. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Now it's time for the cilantro cream sauce. This is easy to make the day before, and here are the ingredients. You need minced garlic, olive oil, Greek yogurt, lemon, onion, cilantro, salt, and I use this Kinder's blend of salt, pepper, and garlic. The first thing to do is chop the onion and begin to saute. You want nicely caramelized onions, so you're going to grill those while you're assembling all the other ingredients. I will have the full recipe in the description box below. Everything goes into the blender, and if you find that your liquid is a little too runny, you can add some raw cashews. That'll thicken it right up. Next, I worked on some pico de gallo, just chopping onion, cilantro, and tomatoes, and mixing those up with a little bit of salt just makes a wonderful addition to the tacos and burritos that we're going to make. Often we use this marinated steak as a more traditional meal with maybe a baked potato, steamed vegetables, a salad. But since we're making it into tacos and burritos, we've got to have guacamole. So I've taken some ripe avocados and I slice them while they're still in the skin. I chop both ways. And an easy way to get the pit out is to kind of drive your knife, kind of tap it into the seed and give a twist, and usually the seed will come right out. After scooping all of the avocado into a bowl, I also add lemon juice, salt, and then a little more of, photobomb from my daughter, the Kinder blend of salt, pepper, garlic, and I add sour cream and salsa. I like to heat up the flour tortillas ahead of time so that they can just be put to the side. And after heating these in cast iron, I also heated the corn tortillas. And for those, I use a little bit of avocado spray just to help soften them up a bit. After getting all the toppings and ingredients done, it's time to grill. And I just get my grill nice and hot. And these cook up in no time because they are so thin. And usually I'll divide the larger pieces in half, cut through 2 layers, just into thin strips, and it goes really fast. So if everything's out, you're going to be ready to eat in just a few minutes. You do want to make sure to cut across the grain because that is going to make every bite as tender as possible. So once I pile all this meat up into a bowl, we're ready to serve. Make sure you pour all of those juices right back onto the meat.
This is how we set up our burrito bar. We've got our flour and corn tortillas, the flank steak, or in this case, I had a different cut. I already forgot what it was, a little London broil, I think. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Wow. Some Spanish rice, refried beans, cheese, there's the green cream sauce, pico de gallo, limes, sour cream, salsa, guacamole, some tapatio, and we've got butter and chili lime because corn is on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and just start with a small taco. This really turned out amazing. The beef is excellent. Definitely the star of the show. Okay, I'm gonna dig into this taco. It's probably gonna make a big mess. Mmm. The guac is so great with this beef. I can't encourage you enough to try this amazing summer marinade. Use it for all of your barbecues and campouts. I guarantee it'll be one of the best things you've made in the summer. Great for potlucks. Share the recipe. This is so delicious. I wish you all could join us tonight for my husband's birthday celebration and give this a try, but you can make it at home. Thanks so much for joining me today on The Peaceful Home. Bon appetit. Oh, I sound like Julia Child.